This is definitely going to be one of those crack open a cold one with the boys sort of video. Greetings and welcome to another weekly Vault video with me, Treggyz. Let's get right into it, shall we? Because I have a whole lot of damn vaults to get through. I did a lot of work last week. I was very productive in playing video games. I'm sure everyone is very proud of me. Let's get right into it. And once again, it's kind of been my tradition recently. Thanks everybody for subscribing recently. I very much appreciate it. I'm hoping to hit 250 subs before the end of the year here on YouTube, and if you're not subscribed today, maybe consider helping a guy out. I would really appreciate it. Thanks. And even if you don't, hey, enjoy the video. Oh boy. Okay, so again, I did a whole lot of vaults. If my count is correct, and Raven is right. This is Raven, by the way, for any new viewers or anything. But you should have 10 characters with vaults on them. Now, admittedly, it's like 3 of those are only hero track vaults and stuff, but shouldn't be too bad still. Here I was kind of like seriously considering these rings, but I did just get I literally just got the queen ring last week, so I'm not too sure either of these will be worth it. Like maybe this one will be better for like my arms spec, because I'm playing arms for the moment on Queen Prog, or not Queen Prog, excuse me, not Queen Prog, Court Prog. So these are all hero track. We didn't do any mythic. We extended our lockout. And I was using this ring for a while on hero track, so bonus socket for free. And this one. Not too sure about this cloak. It'd be an extra 3-eye level essentially. Now for my favorite part of the video, where I sit here and wait for like 10 minutes for a sim to go off. So just sitting here waiting for my sim to finish, and I just realized, hey, if at the very worst I could either get a socket or I could get transmog. Hell yeah. Probably go for the socket if it ends up, neither of these rings end up being an upgrade. Although I do suspect that since I'm like simming for arms specifically, I do imagine this ring will win over the writhing ringworm, but you never know. Maybe this sim likes the mastery haste ring more. Wouldn't even really mind picking a socket, because I've gotten really lucky so far, and then I haven't needed to pick a socket, so maybe this is finally my week, but sim's just finishing, and it does want me to indeed pick the ring I was thinking. Once it's maxed out, it'll be a big upgrade. I think I can do that in a week. So, big uppies for arm spec. Just gotta remember to play around with it and get it fully, maxed out, get the sockets on it and stuff before the weekend. Or I don't know, it might be weird because like this is sort of an odd week. Like I'm not really raiding like this week on like my DK for sure. It's like I'm not even sure we're necessarily raiding on the weekend either. We might do like a little like something on Saturday, but I'm not sure if it's going to be like a full. It's definitely not a full raid week for me. Which ain't too bad, to have like a kind of like a break week here and there. I just like don't have to worry about playing as much, and I can just knock out the necessary Mythic Plus and move on. But that's pretty much my plan as soon as I'm done with this video. Tonight just get on and do keys, because it would normally be my raid time. So it would just be, there's a tiny chance you're watching this video as it goes up today. I'm probably already live. Who knows? DK Vault is going to look very similar to the Warrior Vault, except I do have a single Mythic raid piece. Like, that's not a bad one. Same cloak that was in my Warrior Vault. Socketed Myth Helm. Okay, okay. Oh, hey, look at this thing. Who would pick that? Two myth-socketed helms. Which I think those are, either one of those is going to be the choice. It really doesn't matter which one I pick. And I'm sure everyone's thinking like, wait, what, are you trolling, Treggyz? You're not going to go for the very rare neck? It's like, yeah. Blood DK does not really give much of a shit about haste right now, so going for a neck like that is like, I would maybe wear it like if it was Myth Track. Like if it had popped up over here, I'd probably be like, well, I don't really care much for like the stats on it, but maybe the effect, you know, is good enough to kind of not care. I'm not too sure, but I think I just, yeah, there's really no, there's very little difference between these. I'm just going to instantly, actually, so I don't actually turn it to tier, do I? So I think I just keep, I pick this one then, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like, definitely not like the best helmet overall, but it is the best one from Raid, and it might be the only one from Raid that isn't tier, so I will go for this one. Kind of flip my current stat, but I get a socket out of it, so that's pretty big. And if I did want to turn it to tier, you know, pretty sure, I think it has like the same tier stats. Yeah, it's like very little difference. So that'll be another thing to fix up before I play later. There's even like I could even go like just dump some, I don't have like, I'm not quite maxed out on my crest yet, of course, because it just rolled over, but you know, I can't max it out like I did with the thing I got last week instantly. I don't know, maybe I can. Or maybe I can. Not quite. Oh, I'm short on Valor Stones. That's a special issue I haven't had on my DK or my Warrior in a while. Been too greedy buying up the veteran boxes for my new crappy alts that I did keys on for this video. God, which one of these helmets looks stupider? I'm trying to ask like the real questions here. Which one of these is dumber for my character? I'm just gonna go Burning Crusade, transmog on this character. I'm just gonna wear all the shit as is. I start to get it from now on. How about that? And like get it ready now, because I'll probably be playing this character right away as soon as I'm done with this video later. Feels good. Feels good to get like big stuff like that. Alright, my Evoker only got one dungeon slot if I remember correctly. So let's hope it's good. Maybe not the most exciting thing, but I mean at least it is kind of an upgrade. Like eye level upgrade for sure. Same amount of mastery, so you know it's probably just like a net. You know, it can only be better because of extra primary stat on it, I imagine. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but hey, I'll take it. I will definitely just take it. Alright. Could also go and check it out at the Catalyst, see if it turns into something real good. Now my Monk's Vault, I'm particularly excited for, because this might be the first ever week, I think, where I managed to do like all 10s on a character that isn't one of my two like raiding mains or whatever you want to call them, my Warrior, my DK. So it's like big stuff. Yeah, might be good for, might be okay for Windwalker. Myth Track chest tier upgrade. That's not too bad still. Like, I'm pretty sure I just go for the tier chest. This weapon might be, like, okay for Windwalker, but it's also transmog. I love me some transmog most of the time, but I'm gonna go for the tier chest. Because the myth tier chest has some real good stat on it, so... It's like, I like how for my warrior, I'm like, I'll make sure I get my thing upgraded before it's needed, and then like on my other characters, I'm like, I want to make sure to get that upgraded and fixed up right away, and I definitely just missed trying to enchant my new chests. Yeah, look at that. Big stout Treggyz. Okay. I still got many more to go. Not even halfway done. So many more vaults to do. Laughing maniacally, laughing evilly. I'm pretty sure, again, this is another character that only got one vault, and it was very kind of like down to the wire last night getting it. Oh, man. I was in Prospect hoping to pick up like a, you know, a nice one-handed weapon or a shield or whatever. But here's like a tanking trinket, which admittedly probably I should use like this over like Packstone more than likely. It's like, I don't know, it feels bad to actually pick like a tank trinket. Feels bad to pick any tank trinket that isn't like the Swarmlord's Authority. Like, I like that one, but obviously I don't raid on this character, so... Or at least not at the moment, I don't raid on this character. I was literally just like joking with a friend because he was using the same trinket last night. I was like, man, that thing sucks though. Why would you ever wear that? Here I am, wearing that same old trinket. It's eye level, you know, hey. And also, I don't know why, but like me playing Prop Paladin, I'm like, maybe I'm like, because I played so much Prop Pally back in Dragonflight. It's like, I'm just like so used to like how it used to be, and I'm like definitely playing like as if it's still Dragonflight, and I'm like kind of an unkillable god most of the time, where I could like throw out heals on other people and stuff, but like it just isn't quite that strong anymore. Like I know it's like still like the meta tank is like how much damage they were doing or whatever in like Mythic Plus right now, but I don't know, my prop alley is like squishy as hell, so maybe a tank drinking is not so bad. Although it's like weird to give like turn taunt into like a mini defensive every minute or so button, whatever that trinket exactly does. It's something like that. Literally just looted. I could have read it again, but I'm pretty sure just taunt gives you a bubble. Now this character I'm definitely not opening in this tank. Oh, did I get 2 slots on this character? Only one. What the heck is that? Again, whenever I see a trinket in my vault that I've never seen mentioned anywhere by like, you know, a guide or friends, like, you know, I've never had a friend be like, yo, we gotta go spam City of Threads for Twin Fang instruments because it's a banger trinket. I've never ever seen anyone ever mention this thing, so I imagine this thing is not good. Like, it might be better than my detachable Fang thing, because, I don't know, like, I seem to be plagued by this trinket on, like, all my characters now. If you see my little breakdown of my ult gear or whatever. So this might be better than that, but again, it's like, I've never seen this trinket mentioned anywhere. I'm pretty sure. Like, I never even knew there was a freaking, like, DPS trinket out of City of Threads in the first place, so... I'm sure it's really good, and that's why I'm gonna take it. So you just like, you press it and you gotta press it 2 more times. Which is like, it just sounds like, that's like, kind of like just like a chore for an unused trinket. Like imagine if you only press it once, accidentally, you just like lose 1/3 of its value. I just want to like look it up on like a list real fast, see where it is. Oh boy, it's down there. It's down. It's low. Hmm. It is a very very literal mid trinket, going off like the blood mallet list for vengeance. How about for 3 target though? It's probably got to get better because it's AOE, right? Where did it even go? Oh yeah, it went up a little bit. 5 target. It's actually in 5 target going off blood mallet. It's only a few spots below Arakara Sackbrood actually. Wow. Maybe for AoE and Mythic Plus, maybe it's not so terrible, even though it probably is terrible. I don't know. I'll definitely give it a try. But it is very, very literally mid in the most real sense of that term nowadays. And I'm a mage. Which I know for a fact this character got two 10 slots in. Ooh. I think I really want Gale of Shadows, I would think, right? Fire Mage? Fire/Frost Mage? I don't know if Frost likes it as much. Frost does like it. In fact, Frost likes it more than Fire Mage, going off Blood Mallet. And it's been one of the things I've been trying to... Like, I've had really terrible, terrible trinkets on this character, so I am so happy to get that. Like, look at the current trinkets I'm wearing. You know, Harvester's Edict and this Delve one that gives me stat. And it's like, I got this one like last week from like a Delve map, which I was like, I'll give it a try, and it's just like too annoying to kind of like remember to jump. And it was like, I was joking, it's like, well, at least, you know, I got Will to Survive to just like break myself out of it. It doesn't, Will to Survive does not work half the time on this particular stun. For whatever reason, it just genuinely does not work. So I will very much take this trinket over, I imagine, that one, the stat one. It's like so little stat. Like, dude, like there's like a, like everyone, I'm sure it's like the one of the few like really good delve trinkets that people use is like the Raven's playing with the box off camera. The Shadow Ritual Knife or whatever, that gives you like a good amount of stat. With like the downside of like sometimes you'll lose some stat. This thing does like, it gives you so little that it's not even like worth it. Like maybe if it was a hero track it'd be okay, but yeah. So definitely happy to get a Gale of Shadows on this character. That's a big old trinket for me. Big old trinket for cute Treggyz. That character doesn't have a Volt. Not that one or that one. This one though. Who all remembers Gat Treggyz from Dragonflight? Because I sure as hell do. He's got a purple beard now. So I'm not too certain if I'll keep playing some of these upcoming characters, including this guy. It's just you know, with the anniversary event going on, I figured I may as well level up my characters, get it done while there's like a bunch of big bonuses to leveling, and like, let's definitely do some keys, see if I get lucky and like get a exciting piece, which like, very admittedly, I would say this ring isn't all that exciting, but for a character like this, you know, this is still a 40 eye level upgrade ring to what I'm currently wearing, so it's gotta be better, right? I gotta be excited for that. This character, again, it's like straight out of Dragonflight. I'm still like got like half my fucking, you know, Grief Torch, like all my random awakened gear, you know. This character, you know, straight out of Dragonflight. Got a fucking purple beard. I'm like pretending to be a Drakthir with the hunter set that everyone dislikes. And it kind of, I don't know. It's growing on me because the character looks so stupid in it. It's like my Panda DK on Mog. It just looks so dumb that I love it. Cloak Treggyz, big Cloak Treggyz got, another. All these characters got hero myth, or not myth, excuse me. Hero mythic dungeon slots. Like, I wish I'd gotten to 10 on these guys, but I also, like, don't really want to. I already have my friends carry enough crappy vaults here and there, like my Mage Treggyz. It's like I don't want to also do, like, literal bottom of the barrel characters who can't do anything useful. But I still got, like, a thing in. Ooh. Actually, wait a second. That's not all that exciting. It is still, it's so sad. So this character got 3 set right away because of, like, Warbound gear. But what I really needed was a hand or leg piece. Ideally, it would have been a hand, because, like, the legs suck, and I already crafted legs. So I just go for the hero shoulders, right? Yeah. Yeah, very much just go for the hero shoulders. What if, like, I had managed to get, like, like, hero track somehow already on those, and I was like, man, this character's first vault, and I'm already picking a freaking socket instead. That would have been tragic. There are 1 more vault, 2 more vaults. It should only be this one, I think. Actually, I think this other warrior does have a vault too. I don't think it's a real one. It's another hunting for transmog vault. So we'll see what I get. It's like, now just imagine if I get a something real sick on this character. It's like, I'll play these other characters. It's like, well, I'm not like really fiending for something insane, but like, I feel like boots like that aren't crazy. Not even like a huge upgrade compared to what I'm currently wearing. But it's like, imagine if one of these guys had gotten like a, Arakar sack brute or something, just like real poppin', real good. Because I could see myself playing like 1 more character. I don't think like next week, I won't lie. Like, outside of the fact that I'm not raiding this in, like, most of this week, and I'm gonna have like some extra time off to do alt shit if I really want to do. Outside of that fact, I might not do like that much more like this week compared to next week. It's gonna be one of those things where we'll find out. But probably not going to play like all 3 of these characters down here. Just kind of wanted to, I leveled them, got them like their 4 set, in the Warlock's case, got 3 set on these guys. These characters still got like some okay-ish, like account bound gear and stuff. Warlock got like just like goated with like how much cloth pieces I had. Got instant tier set bonus. Hunter and the Rogue were unlucky again. It's like my little, like, I love kind of like finding the ways that like you can kind of like game the system, and it's like depending on your renown levels, which like I'm like a turbo nerd, and I have my renown maxed out with all the reps. But even if you don't have it maxed out, let's say at like level like literally just like looking at this yesterday. Like level 16 and where's the other one? Where's the other more important one to this point? Level 7 and stuff. It's like really low. You can get these like veteran pieces that are like from the renowned vendors, and these can, like, I know it's veteran gear. It's not very exciting, but if you really want to get your 4-set bonus on like a new character right away, you could just buy the pieces. If you like, got unlucky, it's like, oh, I got hand, leg, and shoulder 4-set, tier set bonus already just from like Warbound gear. I just need one more piece. It's like, well, you're in luck because like I think it's the Arathi that have the chest piece. Chest piece right there that you could use, and these guys, Assembly of the Deeps, got shoulders. Somewhere they got shoulders. I know they got that helmet. Yeah, and then Dornegal has the shoulders. So, if you're ever playing, you're a maniac like me. You decide to start playing your 8th character for some reason, and you're hunting for your tier set bonus right away. You could just roll around to the vendors and see if you could get that stuff right away. I don't think I needed shoulders. No, that sucks. I didn't need those. That's what I get though for only doing 1 slot. Is this the first character of mine that's taken tokens? Ooh, we can buy Valor Stones with tokens. That is big. I was gonna buy this socket. I won't lie, I really don't care about this character's like gear released for this patch. Just turn around and buy gold. Wow, what a good value. 1,000 gold for a wasted week of vaults. It's crazy. Yeah, that's definitely me done for vaults. Pretty sure. Like if I had anything else, it'd be just like Druid also got like a world slot tier something just from like doing like the weekly quest. But yeah, man, it's like gonna be kind of like an interesting week ahead of me for like what the hell am I actually gonna be doing this week? It's just like kind of weird not to like I'd be stressing out right now if I was still recording this video with an hour and a half left before I start raiding tonight, but I don't have to worry about that tonight. It's kind of nice not to, I got to sleep in really hard today, and then I also get to get up and record the video and get it edited and everything before anything crazy is happening. It's very, very nice. This character didn't have a thing, right? No. I was correct. I have no more vaults. Yeah, I guess like looking back on the week, not terrible. Got a big old trinket on my mage. I'm happy about that. Got a big trinket on my paladin, technically. At least eye level upgrade, but yeah, not the most exciting thing to get a trinket. Trying to hunt for a decent one-hand or whatever, because I'm too lazy to craft a one-hand piece. Probably what I should just do. Just the crest economy on my alt is a little lacking most weeks. Like I got to do an absolute ton of keys on my monk last week because I was helping grind for an Arakara sack brood, and this character could trade the trinket. I mean, all these characters could trade the trinket, right? But I was just like, I just want to tank on a different character, and this character needed crest, so it just worked out. So it's just like this character got like probably like God. This character had to have gotten at least like a dozen like eye level upgrade, like go up, throw the gear into the guy, upgrade him real fast, like up upticks, whatever you want to call it. So many little upgrades last week, and it's like I could still get like another like 500 crest or so still, but it's like it's nice to kind of like start bridging that gap really hard because like my monk's already like almost like done, I would say, for like what I would want to do with it before the end of the season. Because it's like I'm like I would say part of the reason why I'm playing so many characters like isn't like like I'm literally going to be doing this for every character, but like I'm hunting for at least like 630 on everybody before the end of the season, which is more than doable. Like this character is like 625, like on the dot right now. And it's just essentially it's just a matter of like getting another like 300 crest or something, and continuing upgrading his current gear. It's a lot, and crafting some more gear. That's like the other thing too. Should have maybe could have upgraded some other like crafted embellishment piece, but it's not a huge priority. The worst thing about the what is it called? The writhing armor banding, the thing that like doubles your Nerubian embellishment. The worst thing about like that embellishment is that because like it itself has no benefit to like getting eye level upgraded. It's like I've been like very much like I'm gonna go ahead and just upgrade this other piece instead of like holding on to 90 crests just to upgrade that, the actual eye level stat of that item, and no actual benefit to the embellishment. But hey, at least it works out in that, like, the other embellishment that I use is just like that much stronger because I can instantly upgrade that one and it still gets the double effect right away. It's not like there's like a, mini game to be juggled there. Come up here and join me for the recap. One of the things I was going to talk about last week that I ended up kind of forgetting about, because like the other week we had the Warcraft Direct live stream, and like I went off on a little tangent about that. Like it was like either like just like the 11.1 stuff in general, or like housing. I like kind of completely forgot to talk about anything else that I wanted to discuss last week because like talking about the previous week, I guess I could kind of give my full thoughts on like it was like literally like doing Captain Sikran on Mythic with Vade and Princess Kaiveza Mythic on with Wa on my warrior, and Sikran Prog. It was definitely a bit of ups and downs here and there, and I was like, I don't know if I'll throw a clip in, but like doing like I was still like, I'm pretty sure even when we were doing the fight last week, even after we killed it, I was still like throwing down markers every time, like kind of as like a, I don't know, guidelines for where people should take their charges to not like hopefully not kill each other or tag an old ghost, because in case you don't raid Mythic or haven't seen Mythic Sikran, you're it's essentially the same fight as it was before on Heroic. It's just you get like a little circle around yourself, and if you have someone else with a charge line on them or a previous ghost from another charge, if you're too close to the other people or the ghost, it like blows up and doesn't necessarily kill the raid, but like it's not helping the raid live, let's say. So it's very much recommended not to, stack up too hard. But you could also just like have it be unlucky where like the actual order the boss charges people in, like you could just kind of be that guy who's like the third person getting charged, but you're like in the way of like the first charge, which is like, sometimes the charges work out where it'll be like a perfect, like hook or like a perfect box or something. But yeah, it's like whenever like the boss will zigzag back and forth, it's a little spooky at times. But hey, at least we did do it, and got to do a little bit of Rashanan Prog. We didn't get to do any of this last week, but we did get to Prog a little bit of Rashanan. We essentially did the entire fight. It was just like a matter of like, God, like we only had. Like, we literally were, like, someone had to leave early. So we were literally doing, like, we had, like, a really good, like, 15% pull or something on Rashanan with, like, 19 people straight up or whatever. So, and I was really hoping to kill it last week, but we didn't even get to do any pulls. People were just mysteriously missing for Wednesday night of raid. For the only thing left to do was Prog, so it happens. The excuse me, it's the thing that kind of sucks about raid leading a casual guild. Like sometimes people just kind of will just disappear without really any real notice. But you know, I know we'll still be able to kill like as soon as we get back to the boss. Like because we're not going to do it this week, but like we're going to still. Most everyone I imagine is still going to be getting their next level of the Naru bar buff. So we're going to go into the like you know the next week after that. I assume, I hope, with everyone being just like 3% stronger, 4% stronger, going off like you know any weekly upgrades from today's vaults, and then the actual literal buff next week. It'll be good. And then kind of shifting gears over to like my warrior, doing Princess Kaiveza like that's a good fight on Mythic, man. Even for melee, where it's like if you get picked for a mechanic, you just like don't get to play the game for like 10 seconds. It's still enjoyable. Although I'm still sad that warrior is like made out of paper right now because it felt like any time I got picked for a mechanic, half the time I would just die for it because Kaiveza, like just like a general like boss passive on that fight. I don't know what else you would call it, but if you ever dip below 10% of your HP for any reason, the boss attempts to instantly execute you, and essentially what that means is like you just have 10% less HP the entire fight. Because like on Mythic especially, there's like no saving your ass, even with like a perfect like maybe like a perfect lay on hands the exact second like you know millisecond before the actual damage of the execute goes off, like maybe that could save you, but yeah, kind of big doubt. Like you definitely can't like health pot your way out of it, I'm pretty sure. At least that's like what I tried to do and definitely failed most of the time. But hey, I mean, we still killed it. A little sad we're not going to be re-killing it again for a while. We hit that point where it's just like, you know, it's like just to re-clear the rest of the raid, it kind of just takes so much time that like we don't really get like enough significant time to prog. And I do like we're at court now, and we got like halfway through the fight on court. We're just at that point where it's like extra gear would be nice, but it's like it's definitely not really necessary at this point. So it's definitely nice that I got like a decent ring today that like not gonna make like a you know world of difference you know of an upgrade, but it is still like a tiny gain to do just a little extra damage on court. Help me do a little extra damage. Do you like that me and Raven have figured a way out to spend time together during my vault videos? It's like just turns out me podcasting, I can hang out. Just hold on to her. I shouldn't fuck around with that stuff too much. Yeah, I think that might be it for me for 1 week. And again, just I guess another heads up in case you didn't pick up on it. Any other times I mentioned it during the video, there's a good chance that like I think I'm still doing something on my warrior over the weekend, so this character will probably still get a raid vault. It won't be mythic more than likely unless we just decide to do a mythic reclear instead. But there probably won't be any other raid slots in the next week's vault, especially like for my DK, because like I hardly ever raid on my alts nowadays. I just like it's just like my few experiences I have had pugging this tier. Like I did one pug raid on my monk, and it went well enough on like the early bosses. But as soon as you hit like Brood Twister, which like isn't a hard boss on heroic, but like expecting pug raiders to do like any amount of coordinated like, you know, mechanic placements with like the egg breaks on Brood Twister is just like people can't be bothered. And always like it makes it to like the last half of that raid is just like maybe not impossible to pug, but like much harder to pug because people are just stupid. But hey, I'm stupid too, so can't blame them that hard. But yeah, I think I'm going to be signing off, me and Raven. So I'll catch everybody around. Again, there's a good chance if you're watching this the day of posting, and tomorrow at the usual time I might be just like doing keys or something instead, because I still gotta stream, man. Even if I'm not reading, I gotta stream. Gotta make that ad money or something. But I will catch everyone around. Thank you again for watching, and have a great rest of your week. Good luck with them vaults. All the usual things. Goodbye.